Diabetes. So I was just chit chatting with somebody and we were going back and forth to like restaurants and favorite foods and whatnot. And they're all like, some of my favorite foods is Italian. And so I told them, like, I can't have Italian food because Italian food is primarily made out of flour. And being a diabetic, I can't have flour and pizza and certain kind of breads and tortillas and corn. You can't, corn is the only veggie that you cannot have. And so when I tell them, like, oh, I can't have pasta, first thing they think of is, oh, do I have a gluten allergy? No, that's relatively understandable. And side note, we've done thousands of years making wheat and maize, and all of a sudden people have a gluten problem. Yeah, we only have a gluten problem because of this thing called consumerism that started in like the 1950s and 60s, post World War II. And because of that, we get this thing called processed foods. And in the processed foods are certain chemicals that cause an allergic reaction. Thus, why you can't have gluten. You go to Europe, such as Italy, you could have all the fucking pasta you want because it's actually made with healthy ingredients, unlike American ingredients. I have a relative who does that, who has a gluten problem, can't eat pasta worth the shit here, but goes to Italy once a year on vacation and eats all the pasta they want. Luckily, they're not a diabetic, so I'm a little jealous. But I was talking to him, and then I was telling him I'm a type 2 diabetic. And they're like, oh, I think I know someone who is also diabetic. I'm like, are they a type 1 or are they a type 2? And they're like, oh, what's the difference? Which gets me to the point of this video. There's a lot of similarities, such as being a type 2, you can be on insulin. It all has to do with your pancreas. You have to watch what you eat. You have to monitor shit. You can be on a monitor. But the biggest difference is type 1 is an autoimmune disease where your pancreas literally attacks your own body. Your pancreas thinks your body is a foreign entity that needs to be destroyed. And typically this is found out soon after birth, within like the first couple years of life. It's very rare to find it out as later as a child and even into adulthood, but it can happen. Where type 2, they say it's more like adult onset because it's more about the carbs, the sugar, and the fat you put in, and your pancreas can't quite keep up and produce enough insulin to counteract the carbs and the fat and the sugar. And over time, such as like 20, 30 years of like doing this, eventually your pancreas just can't keep up. So essentially, that's the difference between type 1 and type 2. Just a little quick bit. Diabetes.